Man, I really want to use rat-ons, but I can't get rid of my tier helmet because the other tier pieces aren't any good. Their stats are bad.
Fear not, gamer. Blizzard is here.
What's that? A voice? Someone to tell me what to do?
We're going to remove tier sets altogether in Battle for Azeroth. You won't have to think about it.
Oh boy.
Alright, so in all seriousness, people, just put up on the MMO champion today. Let's see if I can pull the article up here, and boom. Traditional tier set bonuses removed in Battle for Azeroth. Game Informer released an interview with Ian Hecostas today that stated raid sets with bonuses will be phased out for Battle of Azeroth. Here's some of the thoughts from the interview highlighted here on MMO Champion. Raid set bonuses are being retired for Battle for Azeroth. Gear will be more heavily themed to the place it comes from. Not quite sure what that's supposed to mean. Maybe an art style? So, I mean, that's cool, because there were a lot of really cool art-styled armor shown off on the floor at BlizzCon. The team wants gear customization to be expressed through the Azerite system. So if you're not quite sure what the Azerite system is, I'm going to put a link down below to the Heart of Azeroth video that Sage and I did earlier. Basically, it's your new artifact, and your chest, your shoulder, and your helmet, so far these are the pieces that do that, will customize and grant different skills, kind of like, you know, legendaries or set bonuses used to coming up. They say tier sets lock down character slots and limit choices. Now, on this, I have to agree. I was joking around in some silly voices at the beginning of the video there, but it does lock down choices. There are certain times where you get an upgrade and you're like, man, I've got a 935, a 940, a 925 of all this Legion gear that I could be wearing, but I'll break my 4-set, and breaking my 4-set isn't worth it. So on one hand, I agree, it does lock in limit choices. On another hand, this is a staple to World of Warcraft since the beginning, from Tier 1 to Tier 2, all the way up to, what are we at, Tier 21 now? We've had 21 rounds of it, and maybe it is time to develop. When you think about it, 1 to 21 rounds of tier armor and building tier set bonuses and other stuff like that, maybe it is time to abandon this system, let the Heart of Azeroth do its thing, and upgrade our armor as we see fit. And remember, with the Heart of Azeroth, you're never out anything if you get a new piece of chest armor that's better than your old one, because it's the necklace that unlocks those abilities. Again, see the video down in the link below on the Heart of Azeroth. But at the same time, it's such a staple. And sometimes it's annoying. Certain tier set bonuses aren't as good as others. Maybe drastically, maybe just in a minor way, but certain players don't always like how tier sets come out, and so some of us aren't happy. And if you've watched any of my Demon Hunter videos, you're like, Rage, you're definitely one who doesn't like the new tier 21. Well, I'm getting over it, it's better, but it is a pain to build your character around your set bonuses versus just building your character the way that you want to play it. And so this does open that up. Play your character, spec your character, and do what you want. I mean, if you're a min-maxer, you're going to use your sims and always go with what's the absolute best, but otherwise, this at least doesn't limit choices. Somebody in my guild chat just the other day listed off 5 items that they had that they could equip that were all huge item level upgrades, but it would break their heroic tier set bonuses, and so they couldn't use them, and they're just sitting in a bank for when and if those things break. So I understand Ian's motivations here with getting rid of tier set bonuses, but at the same time, again, like I've already stated, and I'm just a repeating record now, that's a staple, and it's gonna feel weird to never get a set bonus. I, for one, as much as I complain about set bonuses, sometimes I really look forward to putting that piece together. When you go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, it gives you that sense of progression and you're building it, and there's a great moment that happens when you get a really huge upgrade in your tier pieces that matter. So there are pluses and minuses on both sides of this equation. The next point is tier has begun to feel more like a drawback with so many different sources to obtain gear today. Not quite sure what Ian is getting at here. Tier has begun to feel more like a drawback. Oh, so again, kind of talking about that upgrade versus keeping your 4-set. Okay, so sources to obtain gear today. And there are a lot of sources to obtain gear. And Again, though, part of removing raid tiers with all the different sources, especially in Battle for Azeroth, we've got the Island Expeditions, we've got the War Fronts, we've got your PvP, we've got your Dungeons, we've got your Mythic Plus. This kind of like outs raiding, though, because raiding was the only place you could get raid tier armor with tier set bonuses. And now that there are none, it's like, do I even... I do. I want to raid because I love raiding. I love seeing those environments, and I love witnessing the boss battles and the storylines that take place. But if I don't have to work as hard inside of a raid to depend on 20 people to get it done, and I can go do something with, 5 people in a Mythic Plus and crank it out, that's, again, a plus and a minus. There's a good side and a bad side. Some people don't want to have to deal with 15 other people to depend on getting good gear. 5 people from a Mythic Plus is a better way to do it. So again, I see both sides of the coin here and agree with both sides, and yet disagree. Options from these sets will be rolled into how the Azerite system works for more customization and enhancing spells and abilities. So again, see how the neck works in our other video that I'm going to link down below. I am really curious in the comments below your guys' reactions to the announcement of tier sets being removed. Do you see the positives? Do you see the pros and the cons? What's your opinion? How do you guys feel about this? Which side of that thing do you land on? Are you kind of in the middle like me where you can see both sides? As always, if you like this content, hit like, hit subscribe, and share with a friend. This is Rage from SageNtheRage, and I am out. Thank you so much.